OTA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Mike 36, Mike 36. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get Bronco 80, 79 Bronco. Go.
Back to throw. Morrison. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Browns. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run out of the gun with Swift. And some space here. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They will run it with Swift here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. To throw is Price. Throwing on 4th down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. No problem there on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
36.
On 1st down, Morrison. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Price. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Price now to throw on third down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second and 4. Back to throw. Price. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Swift. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Off play action. Price. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, Morrison. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Watch 36 to Mike all day, every day, any day.
Off the play fake, Morrison. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go. Watch 36 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
36 to Mike. I got him. No street. 36. Mike, 36.
They'll look to throw again. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28.
Let's go, team.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Watch 30.
Here we go. Hey, smash.
36. Mike, 36.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit, because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Let's go, Heavy.
Throwing on 1st down. Morrison. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 2nd and 11 now. Looking to throw. Morrison. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Good job on that board.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
You better bring. Hey, smash Bronco. Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Check.
Now a play fake here on first down. Here's Freiermuth again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Price. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun. Price. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Price. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. It's our time. 58's Mike, 58's Mike.
I want that. There you go.
On first down, Morrison.
Give me that ball, defense.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Browns.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Morrison going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60.
Hey, pick your game up.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the slam. Watch the slam.
Check 50. Check 50.
Off the play fake. Morrison. And that is taken in by Njoku. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now Price, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Even. 4 down. Even. Check number 6. Check number 6.
Here's Price, looking to throw on second down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, check. Go, check. Go, check.
Running is Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, sack. Cougar 19.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Yo.
Tracking 60.
Off play action. Price. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Price on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mike 36. 19 tight. 19 tight.
36 to Mike.
Come on, baby. Come on.
On 1st and 10, Morrison taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Mecole Hardman, 56 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off right around the 43, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
To throw is Price. Off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Evans. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Point after, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Right over there. Yeah.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Get in the weight room. 58's the mic, 58.
To throw again, Morrison. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Price now, throwing on first down, going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Morrison. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Off play action. Morrison. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle.
Now Price. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's Price. Back to the air on 2nd down. He completes it to Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And bring it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Slam.
Hey, smash Bronco. You got to take over.
Throwing on 1st down. Price. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Off the play fake, Morrison. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Morrison. He's going to try and go deep again. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action, Morrison. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Price. Into the secondary past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays, that will be the key to this drive.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Pat Freiermuth, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 1st down, Morrison. This is the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Price on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you, son. Like 28. Hey, me and you all day. All day. Hurt. You. I'm coming after you. Check it out, Rick.
Looking to throw. Price. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Price. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
We got 4.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That's not no street. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. So we got man. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Let's go. Tighten up.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
Danny.
Looking to throw. Morrison. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Morrison. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. To throw is Price on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Price. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Price. He finds his target. It's Evans. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time on the catch and run. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. A big offensive explosion.